Hello and welcome back to the Cocked Dice. We're back again for another Batman 3rd edition, and this week we're on Chapter 3, Hit the Lights. So we're going to introduce a few new rules to the game this week, the main ones being street lamps and objective cards. I'm going to read the rules next to me. So I'll give you the blurb and we'll take it from there. Distracted by Deadshot, Batman had left Bullock and Merkel to deal with the Joker's thugs, but he hadn't banked on the cops' situation getting a whole lot worse. The PA system crackled to life, and a familiar voice shrieked a dire warning. "Hey B-Man, I hope you like your cops rare, because I'm about to tenderise them for my Mr. J." More thugs entered the fray, with Harley Quinn at their head. The Joker's right-hand woman swung her trusty mallet with murderous intent. Batman tried to double back using the cover of darkness to get behind the clowns, but a blinding light stopped him in his tracks. The Joker decided to throw up the floodlights, and now Batman's advantage was negated. This would be a hard fight. So it's a fairly simple game with corner setup, 4 rounds as usual. The victory point is denoted by the objective deck, and for this game I'm using just 4 objective cards per team, just so I can get used to them a little bit. So I've drawn them randomly already, and we'll go and take a look at the table now. Okay, here we are all set up for tonight's game. We have on this side over here, we've got Batman up on the building here. The rest of the cops are all gathered around on the floor just down here. Over on the Joker's side, we have a group of thugs, knife thug, guns thug and chainsaw thug down the bottom here. Axe thug, shotgun thug here, Harley and Deadshot up on the top of that building there with a reasonable line of sight to the centre of the board. So we're going to start off with take the lead. Blue dice is the GCPD. It's a draw. First to the game as well. Let's try that again. Okay, it is the cops with the lead this round. So let's do our audacity. So Bats will take one, Flashlight and Bullock and new cop 2. Cop 2, Lady Cop, Taser Cop. Let's call it Taser Cop. Deadshot, Harley, Chainsaw and Knife Thug, I think. So that's the take the lead and raise the plan sorted out. We're on to execute the plan, starting with the GCPD. They have less, hang on, I've just forgotten one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and +1 for Batman. So the GCPD have 3 pass markers and they're going to start by passing. Let's make the Joker crew do some work. Onto the Joker crew's side, we're going to move Chainsaw Thug. He's going to move his 8 inches over to here, just on the edge of the board, and he's going to drop a suspect marker down there using a tactical action and his audacity. Right, we are back to Batman and the GCPD cops. I think we're going to activate Taser Cop first of all. She's going to bobble round this way. She had 8-inch movement, no 10-inch movement. She's going to bobble around this way. She's perfectly safe over here to a few inches outside the deployment area, and she's also going to place a suspect marker. Back onto the Joker's side. We're going to go with Knife Thug. He's going to dash, he's got a 10-inch move. He's going to dash right over here, sticking close to this building, and he's also going to drop another suspect marker down there. He is within 4 inches of that. So we'll switch over to Bat's team now. So because he is a light source lamp just on that side, he can be seen by Officer Merkel. So Officer Merkel is going to take a shot. Let's do a quick range measure. It's going to be a long range shot, but we'll have a crack. So that is 19 inches thereabouts. So that's outside his effective range, but he can be seen because of the street light rules. So Officer Merkel's got a riot gun. He's going to discard his thing and take 2 dice. Now he's in the open, but he's outside effective range, which I think just means I discard 1 dice. Let me just check that. He's got a rate of fire of 2, he gets a strength dice, but because it's outside of his effective range, he has to discard a defense strength dice. Just 2 dice shot on Knife Thug. Knife Thug's defense is 3, so we've got a pair of hits there. That does 4 stun damage to Knife Thug. He has a willpower of 5, so he is just about okay there. Joker's Crew is going to activate next. We're just going to activate Shotgun Thug here. He hasn't got Audacity, but he's going to make a bit of a jog over this side for next turn. The GCPD cops will use another pass marker and skip their go, forcing Joker's Crew to go again. I think we will use... we'll use Axe Thug as well. He's going to bob around this way, all the way to over there, chucking terrain everywhere, and just make a bit of a move over there. Back to the GCPD. We'll use Flashlight Cop. He is going to make a move. I think he's 8-inch move. Yes, he's 8-inch move. He's going to come over to here, and then with his Audacity, he is also going to drop a suspect marker. Over to our Joker Crew. I think Harley is going to come. She's going to come around this side here. She'll try and stay out of line of sight of everyone. She's got a 10-inch move, hasn't she? So she can come to about there. Oh, actually, I'll come back here. Stop back here. She's going to use Audacity to place a suspect marker, and then she's going to reveal it as a stinky fish. So if that's still in play at the end of the round, reveal it. What does she do? Let's have a quick look. Doesn't look fresh. When you place a friendly suspect marker, you may change it to a poison fish. A model that reveals this marker suffers the poison effect. If the marker is in play at the end of the round, score this card. We'll have Harvey Bullock. I've completely forgotten his name for a moment. He's going to activate next. He's only got a pistol, so he's just going to move up to building here, ready for next turn. He can't place a suspect. Oh, actually, he might be able to. 4 inches, isn't it? He could indeed. So he's going to use his Audacity to place another suspect marker. Now he can place them up to 3 inches away. I presume it has to be fully within 3 inches, and that is just outside 4 of that one and just outside 4 of that one. So we've got Guns Thug back here. He is simply going to make a jog over this side towards that barrier there to get himself a bit of cover. And we'll force the Batman to move. Bats is going to make a 10-inch move. The other he can do is special action. He'll spend his Audacity to his special action so he can ignore moving up and down stuff, swoop down to there, and then he's going to chuck a Batarang at Knife Thug, who's just down there. So he gets a 2 dice attack plus a strength dice. He's moved, so he discards 2 dice. He's got a single dice. He only needs to do 1 stun here to knock the guy out. So his defense is 3. We're looking for a 3 or more. Batman scores a 3. That hits the Thug for 2 stun damage, which only becomes 1 because he's now hit his limit and he is knocked out. That scores Dirty Job, make an enemy model knocked out or a casualty. So we're in round 3. That scores Bats 1 point. The Joker's turn, and the last activation is Deadshot. He can't really draw a line of sight to anyone here, which is really frustrating. No, he can't get Bats, he can't get Bullocks, he's too far out. He could see Merkel with some cover, but I think that's a bit of a long shot. So I think what he's going to do is he's going to move himself down to this end, and he's going to drop a suspect marker just right at the end here. It's the end of the first round. So we've only got a recovery roll for Knife Thug to make. Now his special is 3. He's currently unconscious, so he drops a dice. So it's 2 dice. He needs to get equal to or less than a 5. Nope, he fails to wake up. The Joker Crew has 3 suspect markers down to Batman's 2. So we managed to score stick to the plan. You must have more suspect markers than your opponent in play. So we scored stick to the plan for the Joker's crew. I think we also score it doesn't look fresh. So the marker's still in play at the end of the round. Let's pile straight into round 2 with the take the lead phase. Blue dice is the GCPD. They go first again. Okay, so we have the Batman crew going first. I think Taser Cop is going to, she's going to come across here 8 inches, and then she's going to drop, she's moved 8 inches down here, she's going to drop herself a suspect marker just down there. Face contact with her, she'll put it behind her. Giving a nice little trail. That's her audacity spent. Over to the Joker's crew. Let's go on, let's do it. Let's do it. Harley is going to come around this side and engage Batman. She can spend her audacity to make a swing at the bat. So she has got 4 attack. She's going to use her special ability, so spend her audacity, so she can do a special action as well. She's going to use distract. Target one enemy model within 4 inches in line of sight. The target reduces its defense skill by 1 until the end of the round. So Batman's defense is reduced by 1 because it's a Harley thing to do. She gets a 4 dice attack plus a strength dice. She can't use the strength dice against Batman because of his Batman armor. It's a straight 4 dice attack. God, that is a dreadful look this week. That's a single success. Bat's defense is only 4. He gets 1 success as well, just about. So that hit is cancelled out. So we'll use Deadshot over here. He's going to take a shot straight down to Tonfa Cop, who's illuminated by the light. He's going to use his automatic rifle. So we'll spend now for that. Now it's medium range, so it should be 16 inches. It is just outside, just a hair out of 16 inches, unfortunately. So he's going to lose a dice for that. He'll spend his audacity to do his special rapid fire action. That gives him a rate of fire of 3 plus 1. Plus a thingy marker. -1 for long range, so he's no strength dice for this. So he's simply looking for 3s to hit. He scores 3 successes there. That does 6 blood damage and 3 stun. That is more than enough to take out the Flashlight Cop. He's out of the game, and that scores good old dirty job for Batman crew for another victory, for the Joker's crew, sorry, for another victory point. It's back over to the Bat crew. They're going to discard a pass marker, force Joker's crew to go again. Axe Thug is going to move 8 inches over to here. So he's got some options. And it's back over to Batman's crew. They're going to pass again. So it's over to the Joker. There's not over to the Bats. There's not a lot we can do here. I think Shotgun Thug is going to come around here. Batman crew. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Officer Merkel is going to stay still. He's going to shoot at the Shotgun Thug there with his riot gun. It's 2 dice attack. Plus a strength dice. Now, he is obscured by this bit of terrain here. So we're going to lose a dice there. So we'll lose our strength dice. Medium range mechanical blunt 2. That is a single success. No, it's not no successes, it's a 3. He is only defense 2. So Shotgun Thug is only defense 2, and Merkel scores 2 successes on him for a total of 4 stun damage, which knocks him out as well. That was pretty successful there. I think the Thug here is going to move over to here. he's going to take a shot at... He needs to move into 8, doesn't he? So he'll have to move right over here. He's going to take a running pot shot at Merkel. No. He's going to move to the centre there. He's going to take a shot at Bullock, who's just around the corner there. He'll use his... He's used his audacity and he's going to use his special action, which allows him to shoot both guns essentially. Now it's rate of fire of 3 plus strength dice. He discards 2 dice because he's moving his shooting, and a single dice. Can I get... Oh, if I come across here a little bit, if he moves that way, he's got a clear shot. So he's got a 2 dice attack on Merkel. On Bullock. So Bullock's defence is 3. So the first shot does a single hit. That does 1 blood, 1 stun. And the second shot does 1 hit again, so that's 2 blood and 2 stun in total against Bullock. Back to the GCPD. Bullock is going to make a move. 8 inches. 8-inch move. It's just about, so he can move from here right into the centre of these two. He's going to spend his audacity to do a tactical action. That's going to be a manipulate, and he's going to reveal this marker down here, dropped by the knife thug. But he's going to use his other ability, which is his evidence tampering, to replace it with his own suspect marker. And finally, back to the Joker's crew, we've got Chainsaw Thug. He has a movement of 8. Can't get around to Merkel, to Bullock. He can't get over to this lass over here. In fact, yeah, he's going to make a... Let's make a move up to here. He's just off screen. There we go. So he's going to make a move up to there. He'll drop a... No, I don't want to drop one right out there. So yeah, there we go. That is the end of the turn there. We're on to the recount phase. The phase, sorry. So Bullock drops a stun. We'll roll a dice for Shotgun Thug. In a special 3, she rolls 2 dice, needs to get 4 or under. He gets a 4, he stands up with 1 willpower remaining. And then Knife Thug down here needs a 5. Nope, he doesn't get up again. That's everyone done. Take the audacity markers off. Check for anything scoring at the end of the round. Comb through everything, revealing any suspect marker. Oh, so I missed this earlier. We should have scored comb through everything for Bullock revealing the evidence marker. So scored for Batman. And then at the end of the turn, Bat team now has 1, 2, 3 suspect. Oh no, it's even. It's even. Can't score that. Right, I did need to get an extra one down. Oh well. So we are into the 3rd round of the game now. I'm going to roll myself 2 dice. We have the Joker's crew going first. So that's the raise the plan phase. We've allocated our audacity, and the first action of the turn, Axe Thug here, is simply going to move into the back of Bullock. He'll spend his audacity and attempt to crack Bullock over the head with that rather fine axe. So his attack is 3 plus a special, I keep calling it special, strength dice. So he's going to need a 4 up on the strength dice, and he gets to reroll any attack dice that miss. So strength dice failed. Bullock's defense is 3, so we'll reroll that 2 there. We roll into another success, so we've scored 3 successes there against Bullock, but no strength dice hits. Bullock has a defense of 3, he's rolling against an attack of 3. He's failed twice, so that is 2 hits go through on Bullock. That's a 2 blood a time, so that's 4 blood, sorry, can't count. That'll be 4 blood on Bullock, taking him up to a total of 6, and that kills Bullock. I think Taser Cop's going to go next. She's just down here. Let's have a... She's obviously going to... Basically, if she doesn't go and get Chainsaw Thug first, he's going to come over there with his chainsaw and gut her. So she's going to have to go, move into contact, spend her audacity to make a melee action. Now she can actually do it from an inch away. She doesn't have to be in contact with him. Force him to move to her. So she's got 1, 2, 3 dice attack plus a strength dice. Chainsaw Thug only has a defense of 2. It's mechanical reach. I get a 6 on the strength dice. I do a stunned crit. It's pretty lucky I've got that, and the mechanical, I think that hits on a 2, doesn't it? Oh, 3 up. No. So she only manages to skim through 2 successes there. His defense of 2, 3s or more, and he avoids it. He managed to avoid both hits there from GCPD Cop. It's back over to Joker's crew. I think Harley's going to go next. She's simply going to swing on Bat. She hasn't got any... Oh, I didn't do that, did I? I didn't give her an audacity. So here, prime example of why giving audacity is really important. She should have had an audacity so she could use her special action. She can't, so she only gets to do a normal swing against the Batman. 4 dice attack plus a strength dice. She can't roll the strength dice against the Bat, so it's a straight 4 dice looking at defense of 5. She scores no successes with that. That was a dreadful hit swing from her. And it's back over to the GCPD. And Merkel's got an audacity here. He's going to take a shot at Shotgun Thug again. It's easy to shoot from without moving. So I'm going to lose 1 dice. He's got a 8 of 5, 2 plus a strength dice. He loses 1 for the intervening to cover. He's looking for 2s. He scores 2 successes again. That's another 4 stun on that guy. And he takes 1 more. He goes down again. He's then going to move up 8 inches to over here. Spend his audacity. Back over to Joker's side. I think Chainsaw Thug down here. Come on, he can wreak some revenge here. He's going to move into there. He's going to chuck his audacity away. He's going to chainsaw poor Cop. So he has an attack of 3 plus a strength dice. She has a defense of 3. So we're looking at 3s or more. Chainsaw hits on a 3 up, and it's just sharp. Can re-roll fail strength dice rolls. So oh, it hits on a 3, doesn't it? So it hits anyway. So the 1 misses. We've got 2 normal hits and 1 strength dice hit. GCPD Cop has a defense of 3, rolling against a 3 up. So she blocks 2, so she fails to block the strength dice, so she takes 3 blood damage from that. Just pop that down there. And it's back over to the Bats team, and it's just Batman to go. So the Bats is going to flap. He's going to use his special. He's going to get away from Harley. He's going to flap all the way over here, and he's going to reveal that and discard it. We'll activate Deadshot over in the corner over there. He is going to simply reveal a suspect marker and replace it with a loot marker. I didn't actually figure out a loot marker last time, so he's going to reveal that and replace it with a loot marker. And if that's still, obviously he picks it up, and if that's still there at the end of the game, he's on a winner. In fact, he's going to, it's an alright position, but he can't see a lot. He's just stay up there for now. I think he's alright. Batman can't do his big jump again next turn, so we're okay, I think. It's back to GCPD. They have no one left to activate, so play immediately returns back to the Joker's crew, and we have Guns Thug down here. Handily Merkel's literally just walked into the spot where Bullock was before, very stupidly. So he will spend his he hasn't got an audacity, so we can only do a single shot. But he's now standing still. It's 3 dice. He's got a nice clear shot. There we go, Guns Thug versus Merkel. So he's got a rate of fire of 3. plus a strength dice. It's a firearm, so the strength dice is hitting on a 2. It's a bloody awful roll. Merkel's defense of 3, so we've had 2 misses there. But we've got 2 successes, including the strength dice, and he does 1 blood, 1 stun for each of those. That's 2 blood, 2 stun. There's no one left on the Bats team to go. There's no one left on GCPD's Joker's crew to go either. So that's the end of round 3. At the end of the round, we'll reduce our stuns, so Merkel loses 1. We've got Shotgun Thug. Let's see if he makes his recovery roll. He needs to get a 4 or under. He does it again. He's determined to stay on his feet this game. And Knife Thug. Nope, he's the absolute opposite. He's determined to stay on the ground and not get shot anymore. Okay, and any objective cards to score. That doesn't score yet. Stick to the plan. So the GCPD now have 1, 2, 3 suspect markers down. The Joker's crew only have 1 apparently. I thought they had 2. Let's just switch that one out. Oh, I've put the loot marker up as well. Ah, that was foolish. Right, so the Bats crew scores stick to the plan at the end of the round. Okay, we are into the 4th and final round now. Let's roll for take the lead. Blue dice is the GCPD. It's a double. GCPD went first last turn. So it is the Joker's crew up first. Now, I have just spotted something while skimming over the cards, and I've completely forgotten this all game. Deadshot has night vision. Let's just move this so you can see Deadshot. Night vision up there. Merkel is standing directly in his line of sight down here, forgetting he could see all the way through the smoke. So he's going to use his final ammo on his modified assault gun. It's outside of 16, but that's fine. So he's got a rate of fire of 3 plus a strength dice. He loses a dice for being outside of effective range. So he's just a straight shot on Merkel. He's looking at 3s. Deadshot does it again. He scores 3 successes there. That'll do 6 blood damage and 3 stun to Merkel. That's more than enough to put him out of the game. Okie dokie, it's on to the Bats' turn. I think the Bats is going to do the only thing he can do. He's going to attempt to save this poor police officer's life. I've just realised I'm not going Dusty out. Obviously Deadshot would have 1. Harley, Axe Thug, Chainsaw Thug. And there's only 2 cops left. That's 5. I'm going to have to take 1 off. Oh, Shotgun Thug may as well lose 1 because he's got no one to face now. There we go. So yeah, Bats is going to over here, straight into the back of Chainsaw Thug. Now Batman is attack 5 plus a strength dice. So he's going to attack him in the back. It doesn't actually matter anything. He's going to attack him. He's not getting his stealth or sneaking roll because they almost have 360 degree line of sight, so it would have to been around the corner before. So the Chainsaw Thug is only defense of 2. Batman utterly annihilates him there. Batman hits him 4. So he's done a critical on his damage. Let's have a look what the crit does. I think it knocks him down, but he's going to get knocked out anyway. He does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes there. We've not spent any effort there because Batman does stun damage and there's no point because he's going to get thumped in the face anyway. So you may as well just try and weather it. He's got 2 blocks, so let's try them. He's 5s. He blocks 1, so he's taken 4 hits from the bat. That's 8 stun damage. That knocks him out straight away because he can only take 4. So he is also down. Our Joker's crew, we're going to have Axe Thug. He's going to come through here and he's going to pop an axe into the back of Cop's head, hopefully. Now, she is going to spend some effort first of all, because he does blood damage and she doesn't care about effort. She's going to spend 3 efforts to reduce down his number of dice. So he would normally get 3 dice plus a stun. He's losing 3 dice. So he's going to spend 3 effort as well. Put himself up to 3 stun. And she can go on to 3 stun as well. To buy his dice back again. It's not going to make a huge difference, but we'll try it. She has a defense of 3. He fails on his strength dice, even with the handy heavy +1, isn't it? So she needs a 5 on that. And handy, he's hit with all 4 of his attacks, so that's 4 hits on her. She is going to defend with her 3 defense dice against his attack of 3. She defends 2 of them, so 2 hits have got through. He does 2 blood per attack. That gives her another 4 blood, taking her to a total of 7, and she is out of the game. This is basically just being vindictive now. It's back to GCPD. There is only Batman on the table. There's nothing much else to score. So I think we're going to call it there. Quite simply, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more characters left on Joker's crew to go. So at the end of the round, Joker's crew will score valuable commodities. So let's just whip this back up. Deadshot up here has still got his commodities marker. He managed to keep hold of all game. Batman unfortunately couldn't make it from down this side of the table all the way over there because he used his Batclaw the turn before. I was really limited on how I could get rid of him. I made a massive mistake. The cop that was down here, that just made the axe in the head, she was supposed to be heading into the corner to drop a marker off, so that I could then later reveal a suspect marker. I presume you can reveal your own. So it failed to score flanking there. So at the end of the game, Joker's crew have 8 points. And the Bat's crew only have 5. So yeah, a couple of mistakes were made. I've been checking out some of the rules. The rule book is not clear about stun damage and blood damage as to where you stop allocating tokens. So you may have seen in previous games I've gone over their willpower or endurance when I've been allocating markers. The general consensus on the forums and Discord channels are that you only allocate up to your stat, at which point you're knocked out, because that's the only way that the recovery rules actually make sense in this game. Otherwise it's bananas, basically. So it is what it is. As a person coming to 3rd edition, apparently that's how it works in 2nd edition, but 3rd edition contains none of the information about that, so I'm having to guess. I might be right, I might be wrong, who knows. But there we have it for tonight. It's another win for the Joker crew. We've had our first taste of the objective deck. It's interesting. I'm going to try and get into using them as resources in the next game, but it's getting more and more complicated because I'm adding more and more characters in each time as well, so I'm having a bit of a hard time keeping track of everybody. But it's enjoyable, it's an interesting game. You do have to play very much to the scenario quite often. You can't just go and bash people, so although at the end this was really nice and bloody down here and it was a really good scrap, a lot of markers chucked out, actually had no effect on the game whatsoever, even though Bats is the lone survivor amongst 5 other people. But you live and learn. I'll see you again next week for the 4th and final game of the Start Here guide, and then I'm going to attempt to rope Charlie into playing some games with me after that. Fingers crossed I can introduce him to it and give him a walk through the rules, because it'll be a bit easier doing things like the objective decks when there's not just me. Ta-ta for now, see you next week. And thanks for joining us here at The Clock Dice. Why not like this video and add a comment below? It really helps boost the channel. And while you're at it, if you click on the icon below, you can subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates as soon as they're live. why not check out some of our other videos and playlists? You can click on the ones on screen right now. Take care, and we'll see you next time.